How's it going, everybody? My name's Chaz. This is for discussion 8A. Apologies on the Thursday upload. Um, Finals, busy week. Apologies, but I do hope some of you guys see this and are able to comment down below, give me some good feedback. So, without further ado, strategic plan Eli Lilly for discussion post 8A. What if HR is the actual future of innovation? What if it's not coming from the top-down management? What if it's not coming from the sales or the R&D department? What if HR is the how, is the what, and is the why companies become so innovative in the future? A couple challenges, strategic challenges that Eli Lilly faces. And if you aren't familiar with Eli Lilly, it is a mega medical corporation, very, very well known, not only nationally, but globally. They have employees from China, Bangladesh, India, Russia, all throughout Europe, and even some stationed throughout Africa as well as South America. So, global company we're talking about here. So, the challenges might be a little bit different than some of these just regionally or nationally owned corporations. But Eli Lilly faces challenges like rapid disruption in AI and digital health. Everything nowadays is changing so fast. Things from 3 months from now could change drastically with the use of AI and just with how fast the world is moving. It's really taken off since the internet, but in these last 3 to 5 years, it really feels like we're kind of going into another new area where it's just completely taking off with artificial intelligence. That's rising debt and regulatory expectations. DEIB and regulatory expectations, which basically what that means is the increased supervision of the health departments, especially with the new administration. There is a bunch of worries in terms of what we're putting into our bodies and what the health of the American people is right now, and it is statistically one of the worst, if not the worst, it's ever been. And so, pharmaceuticals like this company, Eli Lilly, must be keeping regulatory checkups and scorekeeping to make sure that they are really crossing their T's and dotting I's. And their traditional AR standards are just not up to date with the ever changing aspects of the reality that these businesses are now in. Um, for example, I know there wants to be a clear cut problem, and that is the problem is they have too traditional of an HR style. Eli Lilly lacks development, it lacks promotions internally, which only stagnates the growth and the innovation segments. And also, because they're so global, the HR section it really lacks in that strategic engagement throughout all employees. So, what are the goals? How are they going to change this? Well, it all starts in the marketplace. They have to be able to develop and enhance the internal growth so they don't become so reliant on bringing in talent, but they can bring in talent from the marketplace into their internal talent pool, if that makes sense. So instead of outsourcing to bring people in, they are now outsourcing to bring skills in to help the people within their company. And that goes with internal career mobility. Like I said, Eli Lilly lacks promotions. That is something that they could do better of to motivate the people and to just continue to develop their leadership diversity and engagement globally. In my paper, excuse me, to use AI power skills, internal mobility, continue with the leadership development. You need to track these via scorecard. Ultimately, what's at stake if you keep an outdated HR? You're going to have slow hiring, therefore slow development. HR is going to waste too much time on training employees and not innovating their employees' skill sets. You have to have a purpose driven, especially in this environment where companies, I feel like now more than ever, and this is an opinion of mine, will have the opportunity to overtake companies faster than before with the enhancements of AI if used correctly. And so HR will ultimately be the why as to what is fueling companies' innovation. ultimately what I learned throughout this class and this course and this paper is that HR is about designing the future of work. What I used to think HR was before was if you had a complaint about, your cubicle buddy who smells bad, that's who you would go to. But HR is so much deeper, so much broader, and can really spread its arms and do a lot. Strategy lives strategy, excuse me for my fast speak, but strategy lives in the execution of HR with the use of AI, with the use of internal growth instead of external reaching. I think all these things, as well as people powering every breakthrough internally, giving these people the tools to keep innovating and to keep excelling at their jobs. If you make the individual better at the HR level, you bring the skills to them. If you make the individual in the company better at Eli Lilly, that is global, then it will only make each continent's Eli Lilly headquarters, from the Asia to the Africa to the North and South Americas. It'll only make each region stronger, which ultimately brings together a stronger, more profitable, more successful company. So I know I threw a lot at you guys. I'm a little over the 3 to 5 minute time, but please leave the feedback down below. I know I was a little all over the place, a lot of information to go over in just 5 minutes. For somebody who could yap for probably another 20 minutes about this subject and a company that I'm so passionate about coming from my hometown. I hope you guys were able to learn something from this, and please down below in this forum, I'm looking forward to hearing back from some of you guys. Again, apologies on the late Thursday upload. It just kind of got spaced with other finals and other things. It's inexcusable, but please leave some feedback down below, and I'll be interested to see everybody else's and to respond to that feedback. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.